Welcome back to American Graduate Day. My name is Carol Wasey. I'm the Vice President of Education at WNET. But before that, I spent 10 years as the Executive Director of an innovative nonprofit that worked with young people and technology called
Mouse is a program that develops young people to help them with leadership skills involving the latest technologies, and most specifically to keep them engaged in school. You stay in school, you graduate from school. That's Mouse in a nutshell. Our young people are tinkerers. They're the ones who naturally want to take a tool and break it down and say, hey, how does this work?
That's because it needs some kind of like a lubricant on it.
You need to engage them in things that are relevant, things that are interesting to them. What we can do is, get them hands-on with technology and get them working and get them excited with that.
The program often begins in middle school with the Mouse Squad. Here, students learn to become the technology experts in their schools.
Any teacher who has a problem with their computer or a problem with the internet, they go online, they fill out a form, and by the end of the day, their problem's fixed. And that is totally run by the students.
Some students continue on to the advanced part of the program called Mouse Corp.
And that is a more advanced program for students in the 11th and 12th grades primarily who have begun to get very interested in engineering, technology, design.
Mouse Corp attracts a wide variety of students.
When you go to school in a country like Nigeria, it's kind of hard because after high school, there really isn't anything to do. Especially if you're a girl. I didn't have a computer, I didn't know anything about like the internet or anything like that. I joined Mouse Corp, and since then it's been amazing.
Each year, Mouse Corp picks a theme for their inventions. This year, they teamed up with United Cerebral Palsy of New York City to create helpful products that benefit others, like this one. It's called Art Squared.
We designed it together as a group, including the help of Hannah, who this project was supposed to help. She has cerebral palsy and has trouble painting. This project uses a joystick to move an X and Y axis, so she can basically move a paintbrush like this and paint. Kind of like a 3D printer, but without a moving platform.
What we are doing with Mouse Corp is using very cutting-edge technologies to create very new kinds of services and products, to solve problems, create solutions for those individuals in real life. Our young people don't have a place to do that in the organized school day, so we're bringing to the table an opportunity for them.
Not only do they design their inventions, they can even create unique components using the 3D printer.
So Matthew, we're sitting here in front of two MakerBots. Tell me a little bit about what a MakerBot is.
So a MakerBot is essentially just a 3D printer that takes spools of plastic and then prints layer by layer everything that's going on. You can adapt them to make pretty much anything you want. That's the best part of it.
And how do you use MakerBot as part of Mouse and Mouse Corp?
Every now and then when we need a specific part that's more unique than anything that we can make out of like foam or something like that, then we'll get it printed out. And some of our projects, specifically this one, Joypix, actually one of their entire setup is just a 3D printed piece.
This group has been busy creating a prototype called Mixing Buddy.
It's a modified mixer. People at United Cerebral Palsy have very different motor skills. In order to help their cooking experience, so we created a switch which they could basically tap with their 2 fingers and then turn it on and off. And the lady that we actually worked close with throughout the whole process, when she first tried on the glove, she was just so excited. She was just laughing and she just turned it on and off, and she was really happy.
As the group collaborates together, it empowers them, improving their interpersonal and leadership skills.
I think when I first joined Mouse, it was cool because I could connect with them and I could talk to them, and they were always friendly and they were always nice. It's like you start fixing computers and you start like doing all these crazy things with them, and it was like, okay, this is amazing.
I learned how to work in a team, how to like talk to people without restricting myself and everything. I kind of like opened up.
Give me some thicker. How to do that?
We learn not to be afraid to ask for help, but always try yourself. Troubleshoot, problem solve, we all got those skills, so let's try them and put them to use.
There's that aha moment at the end where you're like, it finally works. I've debugged for hours, and this thing is producing this.
Those little successes builds their self-confidence, it builds their self-worth, and that's what helps them to become leaders, that's what helps them to be successful, to go on to college and, break down barriers from an urban community that they might, not have a easy time of getting over.
Recognition for their efforts has come from high places. This past April, Zainab was selected to represent Mouse at the White House Science Fair in Washington, D.C.
I got to meet amazing people like Bill Gates, Cal Penn, and I also got to shake Obama's hand, who I was totally starstruck because I didn't know what to say to him. So yeah, he told me great job, and it was yeah, that was cool.
We're so happy to have Mouse here today as part of American Graduate Day, and we have all our viewers watching us. What would you ask them to do to get involved with Mouse?
Two things. We need mentors, and we need individuals to host our young students at field trips and for apprenticeships in their organizations. Mentors, the human-to-human contact is crucial to provide an array of specialties that the staff alone cannot provide. So if you're interested in mentoring in an organized, structured way one of our young people, please call the number, the website that's provided. So if you were interested in being either a mentor or hosting a young person as an intern, I would urge you to get in touch with us.
You'll learn a lot about yourself and a lot about others through Mouse.
They make it cool for us. They make us want to do it in Mouse. It's always fun.
You can do anything you want. You can be anybody you want. You can just go ahead and go for it.
Stay tuned for more American Graduate Day.
American Graduate Day, a live nationwide outreach event